APC cannot afford to lose Elrufai to a rival party. He is smarter than Tinubu's ministers, Igbokwe says. Can you imagine? So that, already Elrufai is already working on the ground to connive with other parties, even begging Peter Obi to come together so they can remove Tinubu in office. Now, Igbokwe is sitting in Lagos and coming out to say that APC cannot afford to lose Elrufai to other opposition parties because he's smarter than Tinubu's ministers. Can you imagine? So now this is a slight on Tinubu's intelligence. This is a slight on Tinubu's ministers. And so what is he trying to say here now? I'm sure APC will come for him. He thought he's supporting APC, but now he has hit himself below belt, and they're going to come for all those ministers working for Tinubu that Tinubu personally handpicked. They are going to come after him now. Because saying that Elrufai is smarter than Tinubu's minister is also saying that Elrufai is smarter than Tinubu himself. That is what it means. Igbokwe don't know anything. Let's dive into the details. An All Progressive Congress APC chieftain, Igbokwe, has said that the ruling party cannot afford to lose the former governor of Kaduna State, Malam Nasser Elrufai, to other rival parties. Niger On Point reports that Elrufai recently declared at an event in Abuja that he no longer recognizes the ruling party, saying the APC no longer practice internal democracy. Of course, we've seen that. He said that APC has lost its values because it's infested with illiterate leaders, and therefore they've abandoned their values. They're doing something different. So in response, the APC described the former governor as a desperate politician whose only goal is to show up political relevance in the build-up to the 2027 general election. Of course, those were the words of Elrufai. So reacting to those words, Igbokwe, in a post via his Facebook page on Wednesday, claimed that Elrufai is more clever, smarter, and bolder than all of President Bola Tinubu's ministers. This knock will come back to you. So according to him, some big wigs like Elrufai were responsible for Tinubu's victory in 2023. And it was unfortunate to see that some cabals in the government frustrated his appointment after being nominated as minister. No cabal. We saw his track record and security record in Kaduna State that is not fit to be a minister. That is the truth. Security agencies knocked him off after doing background checks on him. That is it. I am a witness to how Governor Elrufai, former Governor Yahaya Bello of Kogi State, and one other governor went to stop the criminal MFLS dubious money policy that was targeted at President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, which nearly truncated Bola Tinubu's victory. I also remember the excruciating effort he put down to retain Kaduna for APC. Can you imagine? So, His Excellency Elrufai was nominated as a minister, and we allowed shenanigans and people without honor to come to hallowed chambers of the Senate to stop his nomination for reasons we do not know. So if reality is to prevail, he was supposed to take a bow just to walk away. Can you imagine? Look at this Igbokwe. The guy went not ashamed, sidelining all the Southeast because of APC. This guy, his case will be worse than Wike's case very soon. So APC allowed the interlopers to walk away with their sadistic tendencies. Now, let me ask this question. Of what meat are they fed? Who among all the ministers in the federal cabinet that is greater, smarter, bolder, more clever, proficient, and deeper than Malam Elrufai? Neglecting and ignoring our own scholar in the finest and best tradition is incomprehensible and totally unacceptable. May we never forget this stormy petrel, with loads of capacity and capabilities. Malam Elrufai Namano, can you imagine? See Igbokwe campaigning for Elrufai. There is something that is fishy here. We need to understand where we are going. Are you sure Igbokwe has not started working with Elrufai to unseat Tinubu in 2027? Or it looks more like that. For whatever reasons, APC Nigeria must not ignore this great man. We cannot afford to lose him to the rival party. He is one of the strong characters we cannot afford to lose at a time like this. Case rested. Can you imagine the Igbokwe? So we are now campaigning for Elrufai. There must be something he's looking for. I'm telling you, this is not ordinary. Obviously not ordinary. So now saying that Elrufai is smarter, bolder, and everything more powerful, more intelligent, and everything better than Tinubu's cabinet, Tinubu's ministers, they will come for you. Remember, Tinubu's ministers are 99% Yorubas. They will come for you. You know where you belong. Okay. In the comment section, people are already reacting to Joe Igbokwe's statement. Somebody said, if Tinubu did not leave APC despite the way he was treated immediately, Buhari got power in 2015. Then what is Elrufai excuse? Ironically, same Elrufai was the arrowhead of every effort to undermine Tinubu in those years. They perfected Oshomole removal, but Tinubu took it all in his stride. Eventually, same Elrufai stood up for him when it really mattered. So I don't see what Elrufai has suffered now that is so out of this world. If he decides to leave, no one can stop him. Can you imagine? And someone is saying politics is not to do or die. As long as we continue to promote individuals more than national interest, we are in for the worst. Should Tinubu be taking instruction from the oligarchy, Tinubu for 4 or 8 years will be remarkable in the history of our nation. Elrufai is just exploiting the backwardness and political naive population to be relevant. Remember what they did to Obasanjo Jonathan. The oligarchy is allergic to change, and true democracy put Obi there tomorrow, they would do worse to him. Can you imagine what this one is saying now? So what has Obi got to do with this? Now, why are you bringing Obi into this matter now? That's the question. What is your reason for bringing Obi into this matter? All right. So the truth is, if Elrufai wants to leave APC, they are saying he can go. There's nothing special about him anymore. Okay, there's nothing he has suffered that other people have not suffered. That is what they're saying here. Somebody said you have been playing games. Your losing is more than your winning. I am sorry for that. Don't give up. Can you imagine? That's what he's saying. You have been playing games. We're not talking about games here. Mr. Igbokwe don't finish the whole of Nigerian ministers. That none of them reach Elrufai. That is serious, but must they always feed from federal government money? From 1999, it is from one appointment to another. Other qualified people, not they this our great country. The day now, they're not going to let them in. Rufai is not indispensable. Let him go to Sambisa. That's what somebody has said here. Rufai can go to Sambisa. He's not indispensable. So thank you for listening. Let's have your comment as Joe Igbokwe has said his own. Let's wait for Tinubu and his ministers to respond to him.